Hello, this is Kelly from Root Pursuit, and today we are working on these cute little tabs for our journals. So they're like little envelopes tabs, and there'll be one on each side. So I ended up creating this one, and I'll just show you what it looks like on the book. I tried to do it with a paper clip, making it oh, and there's another one. A paper clip tab, and that just didn't work. So this one just kind of is designed to stick out a little bit, and then so it just sits like that on the page. And I did have a little bit of trial and error with these, so I'll show you the different ways that I tried it, and you can kind of pick which one is your favorite. So the one that I saw initially was a really simple one, but mine is a little bit different. So the initial one is sort of like that paper airplane fold, and it's very basic. You're just taking a rectangle piece of paper and folding the tips of it. This is so tiny, right? Folding the tips. And then what I generally do is I actually fold it like this, so you can see the length of the paper. And then I kind of figure out how wide do I want that. So then I fold this fold next. And then I figure out if the last piece needs to be folded over a bit or something like that. So, all right, I'll do one of those. So, and we'll make a really tiny one. So I just have a little strip of this left. So that should work. And it's fun because you can go tiny. So you just, let me do it on some contrast. Here we go. And sometimes I just fold it like so, and then pinch the top there so that I know what where the middle is. Like that. Just fold it in. So then I fold this part, and then I fold the next part just to kind of see where I want that to be. And then my fold is like this, and then I take that last part and I can either trim it or I can fold it in. So actually for this one, let's just trim it because this is kind of like a fold out writing area more than anything else. So there's our little envelope. And then you just take a paper clip. I kind of have these really cute little tiny ones, but you don't need one of these. You can use a big paper clip too. A big paper clip or a regular size paper clip, I guess. I mean, you could use a big one. That wouldn't be a problem, but yeah. So then you just have this. And then you could just take that off, right, inside, and then fold it back up and reattach. Actually, I saw they did it like this, and I think you kind of lose a little bit of the effect that way. So I would say if it were my preference, I would just do, you know, oh goodness. There we go. There. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Let's see. This looks like fun paper. So I have these. These are not pure white. You can't really tell, but they all have like a little bit of a pattern on them. Let's find something that's pure white. So this is pure white. And these all have this like linen effect to them. So I thought that might be fun for this. Let me just see if I can trim these to a straight line. Okay. Actually, I want two that are the same size. These are pretty close. Two the same size, so we're just gonna trim it down until they are the same size. Don't need this tip on here. Get rid of that. Okay, and then we'll just trim this. I don't really think I need a torn edge on here. So mine, the one that I'm making, is a double envelope tab, basically. So you're putting a tab onto your paper. So these are my two envelopes, and we're just gonna fold these over. So we do our little meet up the ends, pinch the corners, and then you know your center point. And then fold that. And then I want my envelope to be about like that, like so. And then we can have an extra piece in there about the same width as this one. So I just fold it back, snip it right there. Oh, it's designed to have a writing area on the inside, which mine kind of is, has text on the other side, but that's okay. You can still write around it. Okay, now we're gonna create the same one over here. So we fold in half, we pinch, and then come back here. My envelope to be about right there. And then just a little bit shorter so it folds nicely. Oh wow, this one, how did I not notice that? Oh, I folded it backwards. So silly. Okay. I'm like, what did I do? Oh, the other side was kind of pretty, except for the head. All right, so these aren't laying that flat, so let's add a little glue. I'm gonna add a little glue to it. Let's add some glue. It's raining outside. We had the most beautiful 3 days that November has ever seen in Wisconsin. Just like upper 60s, even 71 day. Very beautiful. Beautiful weather. 3 days sunny. And now the rain has come, but we had a nice 3 days. There we go. Oh, don't want to glue it down. Okay, so now we have our two, run away. We got a runner. I do like to ink these. I think for these in particular, I mean, you obviously don't have to, but I really like how they look inked. So I don't want that to be bowing out there. So I'm just gonna trim this, make sure our sides are all even. There we go. Okay, inking. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to ink. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of a fun feature to these, which is a closure on these little envelopes, which I think is really fun. And yes, it can be done. And no, it's not necessary. And yes, you can put a little paper clip at the top, but I just think it's fun. And you don't have to ink the back because no one's ever going to see that. So you just take your glue and you just glue about a third of the way from the top. And you stick them together. Okay, there we go. Yay! These are not quite square, but yeah, I'd rather them be square on the top because you're going to be seeing that part, and then if they're not square on the bottom, that doesn't matter as much because you won't be able to tell on that part. So here we go. And then you can just attach it like that. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to add a closure. And you can use a little scrap of any kind of paper. I don't know if you have like those little punches, tiny punches, that might be fun. A mini, I don't know if you could use a button. You probably could. Could you use a button? That might be fun. Let's just show you this way though. I use a punch with this tab. So, I've got some paper here. I suppose I could just punch out a little flower. I thought this was a nice size for a tab. It's a little bit bigger than the hole punch. You can use the hole punch, but I just thought it needed a little more grab area for these tiny, tiny things. So, and I generally just glue and put it down there, and then look at that. Oh my cuteness. Wow. And then, so you pop it onto your journal, bring in the journal back. Isn't this a really pretty cover page? It's so pretty. I'm gonna have to put these here because this was my mistake, but that I was playing around with that thing. Yeah, so then you open it up and then the tab looks like that and it looks like that. How cute is that? I really love these. Let me just give you a even closer close up. Then we'll do the other one like that. So yeah, I thought the neutral colors with a little bit of texture on it is very nice. I don't know if you can see the texture on there, but it is really fabulous. So and I'll see if we can compare it to white and you can see the difference there. It's very pretty. It's so pretty. So then when you're ready to attach it, you can just glue it on there. You could also just do the old paper clip trick and attach it that way, with a, smaller paper clip. So then with each of these, you'd open it up and you've got a little writing area on the inside. And then of course, it is a fully functional closure. So we made sure to do that. So yep, open it up, writing area, and then yay. Those are adorable. They're adorable. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that I did do a hidden paperclip one. I thought, oh, this would be a great opportunity for a hidden paperclip. But I discovered something. First of all, these were really tiny. But when the whole idea of them is to have a writing space, and the writing space is obscured because you'd have to write on the paper clip on both sides. So that didn't make sense. And it really was just that if you wanted to have a nice enough paper that was kind of good to write on, this was very thin paper. And I think thin paper is nice because it just fits better with tiny things. Sort of like scale, your paper is thinner, a thinner layer. So at any rate, it didn't go that well. It's really hard to get it to clip on. It's not bad, but you know. So what you need to do it, if you do it, maybe let's just try some thicker paper and see what happens. I mean, why not? Let's just, because the hidden paper clip idea is still kind of a good idea. So let's just say we do, our envelopes are going to be out of these two guys. And these are a little bit thicker. So we'll fold our envelopes first. And then I'll show you the trick because, let's see, wait. See, now I'm confused already. Oh, Bella. You groany. She's a little groany. I think I'm gonna give her some aspirin. Dogs can have aspirin, but not Tylenol. She's been having trouble with her legs again, so. All right. So we've got these two, and you have to have another piece of paper in between this in order for it to stick together. Okay, so this next step is an important one. You have to make your piece of paper the exact size of this, the back of the envelope, essentially. Otherwise, it won't work. Otherwise, it just won't work. Okay, so, yes, and I did do it wrong, and I had to get rid of that part. We're just winging it here in Craftland. That's okay. Okay, so now paperclip. Paperclip time. So the paperclip goes like this over the top, and this in between part, so in between here is the part that goes on your paper, like that. And so we're gluing the paperclip onto the back of the envelope, like so. Just gonna trim a little bit more off the side of here so we're not having dangles. And then you're gonna use a lot of glue. And this thing is very bulky, but let's see if we like it. We'll just do the whole thing and see if we like it. Make sure your envelope is right side up. That's important. And then just lots and lots of glue. There we go. We'll give it a little ink for emphasis. Apparently I is for emphasis. No, it isn't. There we go. So then this would be our page. And you could go all the way down to the edge, although I like it with it sticking up a little bit. And then if you put a big paper clip over the top, whoa, not in the middle, not in the middle. And you keep those sides down, or you can make a closure, which we're gonna do it. Now I want to find little tiny flowers everywhere. That was just totally lucky with this paper. Let's see if we can find some more. Oh my goodness. Ringing the bell. Bella. Got this flower here. And try this one. That works pretty good. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough to hold that paper down. I just don't know. Maybe. Either that or I accidentally glued it. Whoa, That one wasn't. Okay, re-gluing. Where did the glue go? Geez, the glue's gone already. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then fold it out for writing space. But you still have the paper clip for awkward writing. So that's kind of, So I'm really liking my method still the best, I think, for that. And go to the book, give her the old try. Get in between those two layers. And there it goes. Yeah, it is pretty cute. This is about how thick it is. So it feels pretty thick. And that's the other side. So that's how you would do it if you wanted a hidden paperclip one. But I still like this method better where you're just, it's so much easier to just do that top glue. It's not as bulky, especially for something so tiny. And of course you could do it with envelopes that are just a little bit bigger, you know. Thought I made some around here somewhere. I was playing around. But like this size envelope, you could do with maybe a hidden paper clip, and it wouldn't be so dramatic of a thickness, I'm thinking. Maybe. But anyway, you could glue the top and do a tab that way too. And you could even write on the top of it so it would stick out. So you do two envelopes the same, and then it would stick out and it would be about that wide. So that still is pretty nice as far as having a tab. So you could write something there and then still have your, you could even do an actual envelope. So yeah. And if you want to fold the envelope, you just get a square. Hello square. You can measure it. Okay. So I have my square. Pretty good. Okay, and then you just take your sides. This is how we fold an envelope. Like so. You can fold this in a little like that. And then fold this here. When I do these, I'm going to get out my tiny scissors, and then I just kind of clip it right along there so there's not any blockage to the envelope. So I do that on the other side too. And then I kind of taper in on this side a little bit too. I think it gives it a nice look. You can glue the envelope. Sometimes I just sit with a book, tear out the pages, square pages, and just go to town, folding and folding. And then you've got a little piece of paper to put on the inside. And there you go, a little envelope. You can even, I'll just trim up this side a little. You can ink it. There we go. Little envelope. Apparently I glued it in there. And then you've got a little writing space. So envelopes are really fun no matter what to add to journals. And I did do these in little floral, and I thought it would be fun to try this one too, so I'm definitely gonna do one with this pretty paper. Also, just a reminder of my favorite way to do it. Pinch, fold, fold, and fold. And then I'm actually gonna do an extra for this one. A little more writing area on there. Give it a little inking. And if you notice that your paper is a little bit sticking out on the side because it's not quite straight, you can just trim it off and even it up, and away you go. How cute is that? Those are adorable. The little flower in the corner. I'm liking that. Okay, I forgot to do my pinch. Pinch and fold. Bless you, my Bella. Bella sneezed. Okay. Do we want to do this? I think I want to do it like that. Like that. So at least we got our folds all correct. Okay. There. And there. There. So, and that is the difference between one inked and one not inked. So, speaking of ink, I'm running out. And then just glue them together right at the top. Your glue will cooperate. Go. Give it a little more ink. And there you go. You're ready to add to a page. It sticks out just a little bit as a little tab. Cute little envelopes. How cute is that? Okay. Well, I hope you liked this little play, and I hope you'll give these a try and have a little fun little tab on the side of your journal with a tiny, tiny little envelope. And I did do this one also with music page. You just kind of fold down like that. So that was fun, and it is double-sided, and you just pop it right on there like that. All right. Okay, well, thank you for coming along. That's not how you say it. You say, and as always, thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.